This question is saying, if the below statement is true, then which other statement must also be true? And what I know about conditional statements, if P then Q, or if then statements, are that if I know that they are true, then I know that they're contrapositive. That is, if I take the P and Q part and put them in different parts of the sentence structure, and then take the opposites or put nots there, if not Q, then not P, I know that if my statement is true, then my contrapositive is always true. So for this problem, I'm going to go through and I'm going to read the question, and I'm going to identify what's P and Q. Then I can go through my 4 different answers and try to figure out which one is the contrapositive, which I know must be true. If a quadrilateral has 2 pairs of parallel sides, if P, then it must be a parallelogram, then Q. Okay, so I've identified P and Q. Let's go through the various statements. B says if a quadrilateral is not a parallelogram, so if not Q, it's a good start, then it has 2 pairs of parallel lines. Well, that's just my P statement restated. So that is not my contrapositive, which is if not Q, then not P. So that's not my contrapositive. Let's try the next one. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, well, that's just my Q statement. And the next part says if P. So if Q, then P, I know that's not my contrapositive. And the next one, if a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, again, that's just if Q again. In this case, it's if Q, then not P, so it's a little closer, but still not my contrapositive. But now let's look at A. If a quadrilateral is not a parallelogram, if not Q, it does not have 2 pairs of parallel lines, then not P. That is my contrapositive. So the answer is A. A must be true because it is the contrapositive.